So let me tell y'all how this hotel in New York City, Times Square area, almost ruined me and hubby's vacation little weekend getaway. So I'm gonna be like moisturizing my hair and things of that nature. Maybe a little skincare while I tell my story. But before I jump into the nitty gritty of it, I want to give y'all a little bit of backstory so you understand why I was so peeved. So, to start it off, I want to say the manager of the hotel ultimately came through for us, ultimately. But my problem with the hotel and the reason why I even decided to tell my story was just the audacity behind what they did. Because had I not said nothing, had we just settled, it just would have been a complete nightmare. So to take it back, it was this past Friday. I had a very, very long day. So that morning I had my infusion therapy that I get every couple of weeks. If you follow my channel, you saw my post on that. So I did that morning. That takes about 3.5 hours, right? So then, after I left from there, I had to stop at a store because I needed a specific color shirt for the event. Me and hubby were, doing like matching colors and stuff, so like that. Real cutesy, cutesy. So I stopped, I got some shirts, and I went home just in time to shower, get ready, and get out the door because it was a 3-hour drive to get to where we were going, which was a Kevin Hart show in Manhattan at Radio City Music Hall. Very, very funny. It was so cool. So we get there. The show was great. It was Kevin Hart and the Plastic Cup Boys. Hilarious. They did a really good job. If you get a chance to go see it, you should. So after we get out of there, it's probably about, I want to say 10:30, 11-ish. So when we got to New York City, we went straight to park the car. And the plan was after the show, we were going to go back to the car to get our bags and then go check into the hotel. So we go back to the parking garage and there was such a line there. And it was moving so slow. So by this point, tired is an understatement. Like I was literally standing there. Luckily it wasn't like too cold, but I'm like standing next to my husband, like falling asleep. Legit falling asleep, standing up in his arms. So he's like, you know what? Let's get off the line. We're gonna go get something to eat and then check into the hotel and I'll come back and get the bags. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go, we find this little late night pizza spot, and we got some food. We just chilled out and talked for a while because the line was very, very long and there was only one person working, so it was like we definitely had time to just chill. So we got our food, we ate, everything was good. Then my husband is like, okay, I'm gonna go back and check on the line, and if it's short enough, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna get our bags. So that's exactly what happened. But I ended up sitting in there for about like, I don't know, I want to say like 20 minutes. It was a good amount of time, and we weren't even a block from the parking garage. So he comes back with the bags. The hotel is like, again, not even a block from the place that we ate. So we go to check in, and the lobby of the hotel looks nice. The outside looks nice, great. No red flags at all. It looked completely fine. So we check in. They give us our key. Mind you, my husband booked this room a few days in advance, I believe. So they give us the key, and like I said, everything looks fine, no red flags. We get on the elevator. As soon as the elevator opens, to me, in my mind, I'm like, this looks really sketchy. It definitely was not giving what it was supposed to give. It wasn't giving what the website showed. It was supposed to be a 4-star hotel in Times Square. So you can imagine what that's supposed to look like. I'm gonna throw in some pictures and videos. When he opened the room, first of all, wait, let me take it back. Walking from the elevator to the room, I saw peeling wallpaper, and there was like some mold there, and I'm like, no, please no. But I am exhausted, so exhausted. So in my mind, I'm like, just please don't let it be what I think it's gonna be. When he opens the door, tell me why there wasn't even blankets on the bed. There was just sheets. And it's like we stepped back in time to like a Motel 6 in 1985. Like the bathroom was pink, very outdated. It was just, I'll put the pictures and videos so you can see for yourself. And, had that been what we booked, fine. That's not what we booked. So I wanted to call downstairs. Couldn't even do that because the phone wasn't charged or plugged in, whatever it was. So we had to plug it in, and I called down there. I'm like, we don't even have blankets. Like, what type of hotel? It's just sheets on the bed. And so I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be calm, trying to be cool. I went downstairs because I asked my husband, I'm like, let me see where you booked the room. Let me see what it is. Just in case, I'm like, maybe we're in the wrong place because we would never book nothing like this. So I went downstairs with my phone and I asked the guy at the front desk, I'm like, excuse me, I'm holding my phone. I'm like, is this? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, it can't be. There's no way. My room doesn't look anything like these rooms. And he tells me, he's like, oh, some of the rooms are under renovation. I didn't want to hear any of that. So I'm telling him, I'm like, there's no way it's under renovation. And I won't say it was a back and forth. He understood my frustration, but he was painting the picture like there was nothing he could do, and that we would get upgraded to a better room in the morning. We just had to, stay there for the night. So I tried. I tried. I went back upstairs. Now, mind you, I went down to the desk on my own because if you don't know my husband, he looks very intimidating, and I don't like to put him in situations where people will automatically fear him. So I because he looks so mean, but he is so nice. Like, I'm the mean one. I'm the actual problem, not him. He is so like friendly and, a people person, not me. Everybody could go to heck. Uh, so I went to do that, and when I went back upstairs and I told him, like, we both just sat there on the edge of the bed and we're like, all right, maybe we could thug it out for tonight. Because I told the guy, I'm like, I'm gonna want half of my money back because we are booked to stay for the weekend. And no, I didn't say it as nicely as I'm saying it now. So we both sat there, and then I got frustrated. I started looking at other hotels in the area because I'm like, you know what? I feel extremely uncomfortable. I can see my husband is extremely uncomfortable. And I'm like, we just had such a great time, and this is like our weekend, our date weekend. So, no, I don't want to do this. So, he's like, you know what? Let's go down there one more time. And I'm like, all right. So we go down, and this time we nicely asked for the manager. And the manager comes out, and what I wanted was for them to make like a note or something. So just in case different staff came on in the morning, they would know that we are supposed to be upgraded to a better room. I don't want no misunderstandings or anything like that. So I asked the manager if he could put something in writing, and he's smiling at me. I'm exhausted. It's about, at this point, it's like after 1 in the morning. So exhausted. So I'm like, you know what? I need you to stop smiling because I don't find any of this funny at all. He's like, no, you're asking me to put something in writing and I don't understand. So I'm like, oh, you don't understand? Well, let me make it clearer for you. This guy promised that guaranteed in the morning we're going to be upgraded to a better room instead of that ghetto, old, disgusting room that you have us in. So since it's guaranteed, if new staff comes on, I don't want no miscommunications. I don't want anybody telling me, oh, we don't know anything about that. Like, I want to be upgraded to a better room. Is that clear enough for you? And, my husband knows me very, very well. And he knows when I start that questioning, is it better for you? Like, I'm going up. Okay? With every question that I ask, it's getting worse and worse. So he knows that. So he stepped in and he's like, excuse me, like, talk to me, address me. Now, the manager is being very nice. I'm going to give him, he's very, very patient. So my husband explained the whole thing to him. And long story short, he unblocked a room. He tried to give us the same thing. Oh, there's no rooms, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, I don't want to hear any of that. And I tried not to be mean anymore from that point. But like I said, it's after like 1:30 in the morning. I am freaking tired. So he unblocked the room. So we went from the 6th floor looking like the freaking Bates Motel to the 21st floor to a room that looked like it belongs in a 4-star hotel in Times Square. And he tried to explain the whole renovation thing. I don't care. So yeah. Ultimately he did it, but the only drawback was he said, "Oh, I'm going to unblock this room, but you might hear the elevator." I don't care. I don't care about hearing the elevator. Just the pure audacity when you guys see this room. The audacity to even try to give that to anyone, talking about, oh, some rooms are under renovation. I even accused them of it being a shelter, and I don't mean it in a shady way. It's just because I've seen shelters And I know that in New York City, a lot of the hotels do have some rooms that are booked for DHS. And this room definitely gave booked for DHS. When I did ask for blankets, even the blankets that they had bring up, oh my god, it was ridiculous. Like, it just, everything about it just felt wrong. It just felt so wrong. But yeah, ultimately we got our good room with a view, that what we actually booked. And you would never believe that these 2 rooms and 2 floors even exist in the same building. I'm gonna add the pictures and videos, but it's crazy. And I really debated, like, am I gonna say anything? Yeah, I am, because you know what, you have to be careful when you book these places, because just don't let them give you just anything. It is not cheap to stay in Manhattan, especially in Times Square area. Just in Manhattan in general, it's not cheap to stay there. So for them to have tried to put us in the room that they did was such a slap in the face, especially when I was so tired. And I know me being tired is not their fault, but you know what is their fault? Trying to put us in that bullshit. That was definitely their fault. So yeah, just beware. But ultimately, we got the room, and we ended up having a beautiful weekend. But it took me getting out of character, which was unfortunate. But overall, we had such a great weekend, and everything turned out okay. But yeah, when you see it, you're gonna be like, wait, what? Oh, and hopefully, if you've made it this far, you have hit the subscribe button, and you should go back and check out my shorts, because I posted a few shorts of our adventure. We went to the Swarovski store. We were like just in Manhattan. We went to Mercer Labs, which is a museum out there. It was so nice. So I posted a lot of stuff. And yeah, hit that subscribe button. If you don't know, I'm still on my journey to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm still on my mission to become a full-time content creator. So yeah, I appreciate you sitting here with me and letting me vent. Oh, and the name of the hotel. How could I forget the name of the hotel? It is the M Hotel. I believe it's the Manhattan Hotel at Times Square. I believe that's exactly what it is. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. But yeah, be careful if you book there. Because he had booked like a king deluxe suite, and you'll see what they try to pass off. But yeah, thank you for watching. I am just finishing up my hair here. It got wet this weekend, and instead of putting more heat on it, I'm just gonna wave it. So that's what I'm doing with the braids. Yeah, but I'll catch you in the next one, guys.